Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Never assume a beautiful woman has a man. Never assume, and this is just basic, because I'm going to tell you what, a lot of times when dudes are out here in the game, this thing of ours we call game, they hurt themselves. They'll see that fine woman walking down the street. Let me do the progression. She got that face cut. She got that hair. She got those big old, or nice old breasts, that snatch waist, that big old butt, nice round hips, those thick thighs, which save lives. You know, nice calves. And shoot, if it's warm enough, she got the toes out, painted and all of that. Shoot. And a lot of guys will see her and be like, man, she's so fine. She must have a man. And she probably does have a bunch of men trying to get at her, but you don't know if she has a man. Don't put yourself out of the game. You don't know. You might be exactly what she's looking for. And I'm going to get into that in a bit. Because many men just don't feel good about themselves. But you don't know what that woman likes, you know. I mentioned a few times about this woman I knew back in the day when I was at American University. And she said, and she used the F word. She pointed out this guy that was studying in the library who would now be considered, he would be called an incel now. You look at him. I mean, dude was quiet. He didn't look like Chad or anything. Meanwhile, she was a 7 on a bad day. On a bad day, she was a 7. But she said, hey, Ron, see that guy over there? I want to fuck him. You don't know what a woman likes, what she going to get off on. Because you don't know anything about her, no matter how she look. Like I mentioned my young friend who is a definite swan, who's getting engaged, and she shows her man. That dude, I mean, he's like, the only thing he got on him is height, but then he got a little bit of a gut on him. He got a stomach on him. He don't look like he be some model or something like that. You just never know. Let me straighten this out a bit. Yeah. I always have to do that. You don't know what a particular woman likes. Not until you just say anything, or you don't know what she got going on. And yeah, she could have 20 men trying to holler at her at a day. That don't mean she going to get with any of them. Because it's one thing for a bunch of men to try to holler at a woman. It's one thing. But then it's another thing who she going to want. Because remember one thing with women. And we talked about this with a private group I always shoot the breeze with every Thursday. And women are selfish. They want who they want, not who a guy wants. They want who they want. And you don't know what that is. And it could be you. Because a lot of guys put themselves out. It's like, does women want this? Does women want that? In fact, somebody on my Patreon was like, and y'all need to check that out. He was, I was talking about how an ugly man can get a beautiful woman. Y'all need to check out my Patreon to see how that is. That's what I'm talking about today. And this one dude was like, well, what about a slim man? If the woman likes a slim man, you don't see, here's the bottom line. You don't first of all, don't assume she got a man. And don't assume that she wouldn't take you. The only way you're going to find out, you shoot your shot. That's it. And what did I say? I always say, use the damn principle. If you see that fine woman and you say damn or something close to it, go for it anyway. Because it's better that you go for that woman and she turn you down than you be thinking about that woman a year later, 2 years later and stuff. Still thinking about this youngin' me and my cousin saw out in San Diego years ago. Back in, I think that was 2018 or something. I was like, damn, she was fine. And the thing is, well, he had somebody and I just didn't shoot the shot. Don't be like Ron. Shoot the shot no matter what. No matter what. Anyway, I got to go in here for a second. You know, I got to get my money on Fridays. I got to get cash. It's mainly for my sons and everything. So it'll be a few minutes for me, a few seconds for you, all right? Always remember that. Let me get this out, go ahead and get my stuff. I'll get back with y'all in a second. All right, yeah, I'm back. That took longer than a minute. Shoot. Well, the main ATM was down. I had to go through the drive-thru. I ain't need y'all to see that. This dude saw my car coming looking at me funny. Fuck all that shit. What was I supposed to do? Wait for him to come through? Shit. Anyway, right? Yeah, never assume a woman has anybody. You see a beautiful woman, you see that fine woman, she got that progression, I ain't gonna do it again. Or whatever you like on a woman, whatever you like on a woman, don't hurt yourself. Don't see what it is. A lot of dudes hurt themselves in the game. They hurt themselves. They think, oh, she wouldn't want me. You don't know what the fuck she want. You don't know whatever. I don't care how good she look. You don't know what type of guy she going for. Shoot. You don't know. Even if you consider yourself ugly or not as good looking, average looking, you don't know what you are to that woman. First of all, you don't know what that woman looking for. Every woman ain't looking for a child. Believe it or not. Just because men are. There's plenty of women, they'll take a little bit of ugly. Shoot, some women want an ugly man because they feel like he'll fuck better. Whatever. You don't know. But you don't know what it is you got with you. See, one of the things is a man got to feel good about himself no matter what. Don't hurt himself. Don't hurt himself. You know? They don't know if the woman wants somebody like stocky. They don't know if the woman wants somebody slim. They don't know what she wants. But you see that woman, you say the damn principle, be like, shoot the shot. Shoot the shot. It's better you shoot the shot. You know, and don't be caught in those cases. Don't be caught up in like that old choosing signal thing. That's a good thing if you get one. But if you see that woman and you be like, damn, just go up and say hi or whatever. Because also, like I said, sometimes women, they been checking you out. They put themselves in position where you will talk to them, so you don't know. But it's better, like I said earlier, it is way better if you just approach that woman, shoot your shot, and she turn you down. And she might even be nice about it. It's better, because then you can say, you know what, at least I shot my shot, even if she reject you. But then she might not reject you. She don't know what's up. Shoot, I learned that way back in college. Because I told you about when it was we'd be in the cafeteria checking out sitting where we could check out women coming out the cafeteria with their food, coming out the serving line with their food. And this one woman came up and everybody was talking about how fine she was. I was like, oh yeah, I know her. And they were like, oh, she wouldn't talk to you. Man, whatever. That same exact young lady was the one who helped me to move into a dorm, okay? Helped me move into the dorm. Came up to me and said, hey, you need help with your suitcases and stuff. She came to me. And then there was another one all these guys were going crazy over, and she's sitting with me at mealtime. She coming over and sitting with me. And she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. Like, even my co-parent had seen her. She said, yeah, she got that disarming beauty. But she was friendly with me. See, that's another thing too. Like I said, you don't know what a particular woman likes, so don't make any assumptions. Don't make any assumptions. Don't make any assumptions because you don't know that woman. I mean, the only time you could like even really Even when you see her with a man, what's their body language? Are they holding hands, she up on him? Because it could be her cousin. I remember, because you remember I said before, my cousins are very attractive. I remember I was someplace and I bought something for my cousin, right? It was at someplace, bought something with my cousin, but she was dating this other guy, right? And it was cool. It was like whatever. But this guy working there, he said something to the other guy. Said, yeah, had this other guy buying or something. It was like, man, please. She had to tell the guy she was dating. It was like, hold up, that was just my cousin. Don't make any assumptions. Even then, don't make any assumptions. You see a woman with a guy, unless they all hugged up or you really good at reading body language, you can tell they really together. Don't ever assume. Don't assume shit. You see that fine woman who got what you want, shoot that shot unless you see something that lets you know she got somebody. Because you just don't know. You just do not know. You don't know what's up. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what she like. And let me get back into that, because a lot of guys don't feel good about themselves. And I've talked about this before. You don't know. That's why you want, the best you can do as a man is fix yourself up as best as possible. As best as possible. And then see what's up. Because I'm going to tell you what, and I've said this 1,000 times, when women checking out a man, they looking at everything. Oh, that's all you can do. Because you don't know what's up with a woman. And yeah, I don't care what is with you. Don't even trip about your height. Don't even assume. Don't make any assumptions about that woman. You don't know. You don't know who she checking out, what type of man she like. No matter what you got going on, and no matter how many times you might have been rejected, you don't know what that particular woman wants, because you don't know her. You don't know her at all. And if she real fine or something, she making you say, damn, go shoot that shot. Because you don't know. Because there's many men out here probably would have had a good woman if they had just shot the shot. Because women, I'm going to tell you what, with them, no, they ain't going to approach, because you get some guys want to be approached by women. It's like, that's not their nature. That's not their nature. Their way of shooting a shot really is just getting in your presence and hoping you say something. That's their shot. They ain't going to come up to you and say, you's a big fine man, won't you stick that thing in? Most of them won't anyway. And shoot, the ones who do, sometimes they got a little extra with them. So sometimes if they're a little bit too aggressive, you don't want to really deal with them anyway, because they can be a problem. But if you're talking about a feminine woman just puts herself in position and then be waiting for you to do some stuff. You got to pick up on it. Like, there was this young lady. In fact, we had did a car video together. Now, I remember when I met her, really met her in person. It was at the first self-improvement summit. Shout out C Boogie. He remember her. Shout out Cousin T-Tar. He was there. And when she showed up, man, she was just fixed up and ready. She did not say, oh, yeah, I'm trying to get with you or anything. She put herself in position. So I recognized that. It was like, okay, let me move forward. Let me do my thing. You know? And see, that's something else too. Sometimes a beautiful woman, she will put herself in position. They still got working vaginas. And yeah, they got, well, you know what? It just occurred to me. The biggest problem is there's always the assumption that that woman wants the top man. And yeah, some top men will get those women. And I think I did one video. I did so many where I said, yeah, they'll go for top men. But usually the top men will have enough confidence to shoot their shot anyway. You don't know, like I say, you don't know what she checking out, what she looking for, whatever. You got to feel good enough about yourself. And even if you are a top man, that woman can still reject you. But how you going to know that unless you shoot your shot? Don't make that assumption. You don't know. You meet that beautiful woman, or you see her in the street or something. Shoot, go for it. Man, what's that up there? Yeah, that's always a quick light. Oh, okay. Ain't nothing I gotta worry about. Like, you don't know. Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it anyway. Go for it. Don't assume. She fine. She got all that stuff you like. It's better you just say, hey, you know what? Let me do my thing. Let me go holler at her, and let me find out what's up. And then even if, like, say hypothetically she reject you, don't get mad about it. Just be like, oh, okay, you have a great day. See, that's something else too. Don't get mad. If she does have somebody, or she say no thank you, whatever. As long as if she's polite about it, she might be like, yeah, I got a boyfriend or husband, whatever. She could be lying through her teeth. She might not want you. Whatever the case, you just be real cool about it. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me give y'all some quick game with that. A woman can reject you, but if you cool about it, she come back on. I remember at this club, and this was I learned this back in the 80s. Was like really grooving with this young lady, right? Really, I mean, straight up grooving. We having a good time and everything, just dancing. So I wanted to slow dance. She was like, she didn't want to slow dance. So I said, okay. I ain't trip. I ain't get mad. I just said, okay. No, thank you. She said, no, thank you. I just said, all right, you have a good day, good evening, have fun. And I was chill. Before she left, she gave me her phone number. And me and her was stroking for about 4 years. Probably could have been longer, really. But that's another story. That was more on my part. Didn't want to go any longer. But we were stroking. That was just cool. Because, like I said, you don't know. You don't know. And that's the main thing. You don't know. Don't make any assumptions. And I'm going to hammer that one home. Don't make any assumptions. And then feel good about yourself. When you look in the mirror, no matter what you feel about yourself, you don't know what that woman feels. You don't know who she looking for. You don't know what she considers attractive. Because, yeah, every woman ain't going to consider you attractive, but like I always say, every man, and even if he don't do any self-improvement, even if he don't fix himself up, he going to get somebody out here. Now, you just want to have more options by fixing yourself up. You don't know. You don't know. And also, don't be conceited about whatever you got. Don't be conceited. And when I say don't be conceited, don't get mad if a woman just reject you. She just reject you. Like I said, and I'm gonna emphasize this with rejection, because so many guys get so upset over rejection. You don't know what's going on with that woman. You don't know if she does reject you. You don't know, so you don't get mad. You don't take it personal. You don't know if she has somebody. She feeling like something. You don't know if she's really into other women or something. You don't know anything about her, so you don't get mad. You just wish her a nice day and just keep it moving. That's how you gotta be. Don't make any assumptions. Go for what you want. Go for what you find is fine. Don't assume she's gonna mess you up. Let her, as Player Supreme, may he rest in peace, would say, make the hoe say no. Make her say no. Make her let you know what's up. And that's all you have to be. That's all you have to be. You don't have to be tripping over anything else. Because one thing, there's too many guys out here really, really hurting themselves in the game. It's not the women. Like I said, these women thirsty out here. These women are thirsty. Like I said, either yesterday or the day before, and I've said this constantly. If a woman go out the house She all dressed up, fixed up. She go out the house. No man pays attention to her. She ready to go to therapy. Women want attention. Women want attention. And you know what's funny? Thinking about beautiful women. Because I say in general, they have all these guys hitting on them. But see, some women so fine that guys scared to hit on them. Guys making an assumption. And they scared to say something to them. Like, look, you see that beautiful woman? Just be cool. Be like, hey, how you doing? You know, don't be like, hey, how you doing? You know, stuff dripping from your mouth or something. Just be cool. Because there's been a few women that I've met who were very attractive, and they were just like, you know, Rom, you were just cool. You didn't act like you were scared of me or something. Like this one woman I met, she had dealt with for a bit when she was working at this sunglass place. And I saw her, I was like, damn, she fine. Went in, she trying to sell me something. I said, look, I don't even wear sunglasses. I just came in and talked to you. And we were together for a little bit. You know, it's better just have some balls on you. You know, go up and just talk. Shout out Alan Roger Curry, may he rest in peace. That's what he telling you to do with Mode 1. Just go for it. You know? Just go for it. Don't let it stop you. And that's the main way a man has to think. That's the main way, because it's too many. It really is. It's too many guys out here acting like they scared or acting like they can't take a rejection. First of all, with rejection, they ain't gonna kill your ass. If she don't want you, you ain't going to that woman for validation. You don't need it for validation. Shoot. And I remember telling somebody in a consultation, because they were like, man, you said you never had approach anxiety. Nah, because I'm one of those thick thighs, which save lives, wrapped around my back more than I cared about rejection. I was like, thick thighs around my back would save lives. Or that woman rejected me. I was like, I'd rather go for it. I'd rather go for the shot of having those thick thighs, which save lives, around my back than worried about rejection. If she rejects me, she rejects you. Like I said, 4 billion women in the world. You know? Because even if she reject you, and I got to emphasize this, don't be thinking about that woman years later. Don't be thinking about it. Like I said, still, like I could call my cousin up and say, you remember that woman? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was on some other level. And she put herself in a position to be talked to. See, don't be thinking about it. Don't be thinking about it. Because it's better if you just get rejected than you say, okay, I did my stuff. Then you don't have to think about it no more. Or you shouldn't think about it no more. You already know where that woman stands. It's like, well, she didn't want me. Okay, fine. Let me move on to the next one. Right? But always think in terms of, what if she don't reject you? What if she's down for you? You know? You hollered at that woman, she down for you. She good to go with you. You just don't know. Just go for it. Just go for it and stuff. Don't hurt yourself in the game. You don't. See, that's the problem. A lot of guys hurt themselves in the game. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to feel good about yourself. That's why my main thing, if you look at what I talk about, my main thing is telling you to fix up. Telling you to fix up, body gain, fixing yourself up, fixing your style up, your grooming up, everything. If you having trouble, find what works for you. Find the style that works for you. You know? I'm going to tell you what. You know what's funny? Because every now and then I get somebody be like, man, you got that beard or something, trying to come at me for that. I get plenty of women be saying stuff to me. I was like, got this gray. They be friendly. Shoot, I was out with my co-parenting sons yesterday. I had to take care of some stuff. We're at this restaurant. There was a woman constantly staring. My co-parent picked up on it. Constantly staring over at me. You just don't know. Shoot, when I walked out the gym, this woman was asking me, like, asking about me. You know? Talking and stuff. I ain't shooting my shot. In fact, I was talking to another woman. But that's a whole other conversation. You be talking to another woman. Whatever. Find what works for you. Find the hairstyle that works for you. Facial hair or not facial hair. Clothing style that work for you. That's all you had to do. That's all a man had to do. And then when you see that beautiful woman, go for it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of a beautiful woman. Yeah, she got some good genetics, but she bleed 5 times a month without dying. If you cut her, she might bleed a little bit more. She got a lot. She still got a working vagina. Hopefully, she got a working vagina. You know, she got a working vagina. You got to see what's up with that. All right. Yeah. Anyway, at the store now, you know, I gotta get me some stuff from the store. You know. And check out my other stuff. Like I said, always check out my Sovereign Man videos on Saturdays, inspirational stuff on Sundays. And definitely check out, if you want to get deeper, check out my Patreon. Check out my Patreon. That's when, you know, I get into it. I get a little bit raw and everything. Like today. What was that yesterday? I don't know. But I was talking about ugly men can get beautiful women. Definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. You know? Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Don't let anything stop you, alright? So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll get back with y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace and blessings.